So Elsa is practicing her dart skills. She has this big old red and white wheel, and she's throwing knives at it. And they show that she's imagining that one of the, I believe the Peppa, one of the little weird people with the hair, and they have no hair on the sides and in the back. This kind of skittish. They can't really talk. She's imagining that she's hitting one of them or whatever. And the bearded lady, was it the bearded lady that comes in? And she's just like, look what the hell is going on. And it was just like, yeah, your birthday coming up. And she was just like, yeah, just make sure the freaks got their shit together. They should be happy that I'm giving them this opportunity to be on TV and all that. So yeah, you do your job and just leave me to my knife throwaway. Dandy and his mom. Dandy wants to marry the twins. As we know, Elsa dropped the twins off last week. They thought that they was going to be in this movie or TV program or whatever for the with the Spencer guy who's shisty as hell, and he just wants to make money off them and sell their parts to the museum and shit. But so Elsa, not Elsa. So Dandy is like, okay, well, you know what, Mom? I'm in love with the twins. They're my soulmates, and that's just it. Your mom was like, "Are you crazy?" And he was just like, "Why? Because they're freaks." She was just like, "Oh, darling, you could never marry those kind of people." Balenciaga, and so it was just like, son, shut up and eat an apple with your crazy ass. So apparently he's in love with both of the twins. Just a mess. All right, craziness. Meanwhile, we cut to another scene with Elsa in the bed with Paul. Paul is the little armed guy, and he asked. He was just like, "Yeah, what's up?" She was just like, "Thank you for pleasing me." So apparently, Paul been pleasing that old cat for years, and or however long the damn freak show has been, however long Elsa brought his ass to the freak show is what he's trying to say. Just craziness. Um, Elsa was like, "Do anybody know about this?" And he was just like, "No, they think I'm leaving a complimentary peppermint on your pillow every night." Just a mess. Elsa is a old nasty thing. Child, I'm sure he beats it up. The house down. Um, then they cut to a scene where he's meeting with this girl, and he was like, he's falling in love with her, she's in love with him, they're in love, we love all that good stuff. Jennifer love huge chicks, and it's just like, okay, what's going on? Meanwhile, her crazy ass daddy comes in, storms in. "I heard you talking to people. You're not supposed to talk to nobody since your mama passed. I'm in charge of you, and that's just it." Meanwhile, the Paul is up under the bed hiding craziness. Um, Dandy is bringing the twins breakfast, caviar and shit. He done, cooked up old nasty. Well, the maid had cooked up an old nasty, or housekeeper had cooked up an old nasty, or servant has cooked up an old nasty breakfast, for the girls. And Bet, she's all in love. Dandy's so handsome, he's so nice. They showing them, taking him to the movie theaters and shit. And Dot is just very much like, what are your motives? Like, what us being in here in this nice house, you haven't beaten us or anything. You're very nice to us, but what do you really want? Like, I can't help to think, but dark times are coming. Dandy reads in the newspaper that they had their first successful separation of conjoined twins, and Dot got excited about it because Dot wants to be her own person. She's sick of being attached, and so they showed a scene with Dot, and she was talking, and Jimmy came in, and she was just like, "I'm no longer Dot. I go by Dorothy now." But anyway, she was separated, and they said that he came in there and gave his condolences because apparently if you have this surgery, it's a chance, like damn near 80-90% that the other twin is not gonna live. So she was like thinking all in her head that, wow, I'm gonna be the twin that lives if we can get this surgery, and I'll finally be my own person, yada yada. But of course, Bet does not want the surgery, to be separated from her sister because they've been together since birth, darling. Just a mess. Let's see. Paul, um, he goes to buy some perfume at this perfume store. The man is just very like, get out of here, you freak. Why are you in here? Meanwhile, crazy ass Dandy comes in. Um, Paul starts to talk to him and he's like, hey, I know you. You're the guy from the freak show. Me and your mom was gonna, like, buy the place. He was just like, oh, yeah, you must be one of the freaks. I was like, yeah, but okay, stop talking to me. The guy had went in the back to get some perfume for Dandy. And he comes back out and and the guy was like, the owner, he was just like, is this guy bothering you? He was like, yeah, send him out. And the guy told Paul to leave. Paul notices that Dandy has two of everything. Now the twins are missing. The story that Elsa gave the kids is that the twins just ran off. They just they just they just ran off. And so, everybody knows there's something going on with that. That don't sound right. Why would they just run off and you allowed them to run off but you brung every single person here? Really, bitch? Really? Ain't nobody stupid. So anyway, he notices that Dandy buys two of everything. So Paul goes back to talk to Crab Boy, Jimmy Darlin, and he was just like, look, I know something's not right. Elsa said that the twins are gone. I saw the Dandy guy. You remember him, crazy ass. Um, about two of everything. Like, what is going on? I believe Elsa, dropped the twins off somewhere, and maybe Dandy got them or whatever. Jimmy got upset. He didn't want to hear it. He was just like, Elsa may have a cold heart, but she's been nice to us, and yada yada. Um, let's see. They cut to a scene where Dandy is back talking to the twins. He notices that Dot is a little bit closed off. And he was like, look, I noticed that you got a diary, Dot. And I would like to know what's in your diary. Look, I'll tell you a secret. You tell me a secret. So Dandy decides to tell the girls that the whole thing about the clown and everything, that he killed the clown and he released the kids, which was a lie. It was Jimmy. And Jimmy told the twins that, he was the one that did it, which he was. And Dot was just like, you're a liar. You're lying about that. Danny was like, don't you call me a liar. Why are you doing this to me? But anyway, you tell your story. Now, Dot never agreed to tell the story because she was like, her diary is her sacred place. Her and her sister do not read each other's diary. That's their number one rule. So he just got really upset when she refused to play and, tell a secret. He was just like, why are you doing this to me? You're refusing to play. He starts jumping up and down, have a temper tantrum. Just craziness, just moments. And Dot and Bitch just looking at his ass like, what is wrong with this child? Stanley, is his name Stanley? I believe his name is Stanley. Stanley is Spencer, the guy that's with Esmeralda, from the museum and all that. He is determined to get one of them freaks, child. So he wants Jimmy Darlin. He wants Jimmy Darlin's hands or whatever. And Esmeralda was just like, no, you're not gonna get Jimmy. Maybe we should get my petite, which is the little lady. Maybe we should get her. They'll never suspect it. She's so tiny, they'll think an animal ate her. We should get her ass put in a jar, fill it up with water or alcohol or something, drown her little ass, and, throw her upon the river. It was just like, ooh, not what I had in mind, but I like it. Everybody want to know what the twins are, so they decide to confront Elsa. And she shows out, I've done all this. She goes down the line of what all she done for each one of them. How dare you do this to me? Do you know who I am? And this and that. And it was just like, bitch, where are the twins? We're not playing with you. Fix your makeup. Where are the twins? She starts crying and showing out the bearded lady who's her right hand man. And I mean that in all sense of the word. She was just like, look, how can we make it up to you? We sorry for making you so upset. She was just like, one of y'all got to get on this wheel. So Paul, he decides to get on the wheel. They strapped his ass up, and she's gonna throw the knives. And she was just like, fate is the true factor in life, and this and that. So she decides to throw the knife. She throws two, and the third one hit him like in the stomach. She was just like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Yet she's smiling when they're taking him on back. They said they should call the hospital, but she didn't call the hospital. Said, take him to my tent. Like, bitch, what you got in there? Nothing. She's just really crazy. Esmeralda wake my petite up and takes her to this little tent. She was like, what's in there? A pony for me? And she was just like, sure. Not quite. Maybe more like a swimming pool, but not a pony. And it was just like, I'm gonna put you in this jar. She was like, oh, so I can be like a little butterfly. She's just, in the little jar, just waving her little hands around. She's just the cutest. Oh my gosh. And so she gets the water, and I guess she decides not to put it in there because the next scene they showed was a transgendered lady, and she is looking for my petite for breakfast, and Esmeralda comes with my petite, and obviously she didn't kill her. So Esmeralda definitely got a heart. But with that, she goes and talks to Jimmy. She's falling in love with Jimmy. She really likes Jimmy. They start kissing and all that stuff. It's like, look, let's just go all. Like, I know you can. I just can't wait for you to please me all day, every day. Let's just go with them mangled hands. Let's just go to Miami and some shit in New York and turn up. And he was just like, are you sure? Are you okay? All right, whatever. Esmeralda goes into the tent, and the Spencer guy, Spencer Spalding, y'all tell me in the comments, please. He's in the tent. He was just like, look, your body ain't worth nothing, bitch. But these freaks are worth everything. And you're not going to mess this up for me. And, I want Jimmy's hands, and that's just what I'm going to get. And Esmeralda's just stuck between a rock and a hard place because she's starting to care about all of them and realize that they're just people, and, there's no need to harm them, especially for money. Dandy, he tells his mama child to read Dot's diary because apparently the twins had ran away from the palace, the home or whatever. And Dot put in the thing in her diary. She was just like, look, we're living at this palace. They're nice, but something wrong with that little man boy. He batshit crazy. He wants to sit and listen to his crazy ass stories. He's not funny. He shows out. He goes into this whole story about how he had tuberculosis one time, and the mom left him in the desert or some shit, and he was just like, look, I have an empty heart. That's how I am. And I was just made to kill. He puts a knife in his back pocket. The door rings. It's Jimmy Darling. The mama was apprehensive about letting him in. Dandy was like, let him in, bitch. He's looking for the twins. Meanwhile, he still got this knife in his back pocket. Just absolutely crazy. Didn't nobody show up to Elsa's birthday? Nobody. Nobody gives a shit about Elsa except for the bearded lady. Her right hand man was there, and it was just like, look, Elsa, they really know something's going on. They don't know what happened to the twins. They want to know. They know you got something to do with it. Elsa goes into the story of how she had a sister who was 2 years older, but she died when she was an infant. And she always wanted a sister, and she felt like her parents never really gave a damn about her because they was mourning their loss. And she was just like, you're my sister and all that. And the bearded lady was like, look, bitch, if I find out that you had something to do with those twins being missing or killed or whatever, or anybody for that matter, I would kill you with my own bare hands. She was just like, okay, and fed her a piece of cake. Now, next episode looks like it's going to be juicy, another juicy one. And I believe that I commented on everything. If I did not, y'all please let me know in the comments below. But with that, I'm Mr. Sherlock. I'm Mr. Chalaki Google Plus. Follow me. I'm at It's Kingsworld on Twitter and Chase King was here on Facebook. Like, comment, share, retweet, subscribe, all that good stuff. Love you guys to pieces. All that. This was American Horror Story, y'all. Yes. Mwah. Mwah.